The interesting thing is that our society, I think, is going through a change, or at least in the States, where these subjects are being talked about in the open. And I had a lot of response from the audience, from a lot of law enforcement who said that we had opened their eyes, not only to perceiving their gay counterparts in a different way, but also the idea that someone would acknowledge this sort of ongoing injury that happens with many officers who are on patrol wearing that belt around them, sitting in the car, and the deterioration of the back and the things associated with that. So there was a lot of response to a lot of the different things that the character was going through, and 99.9% of it was positive. So much so that people would reach out through social media and contact me, and say from around the world, I'm a gay officer and this has changed my life, or I am someone who has been on pills and this has changed my life. I see you every day on screen, every week on screen, pretending like it's not a problem, like I pretend it's not a problem. And through seeing this depicted in a realistic way, I decided I needed to go get help. I was fortunate enough to receive the Prism Award last year for the depiction of John. And at the award ceremony, I read a small portion of a letter that I received from an officer who is currently serving. And I'm actually going to read that. It's very short. It says, Michael, as bizarre as this may sound to you, you may have saved me. I'm a 13-year veteran that struggles with back pain after surgery. I find myself still dealing with pain, meds, and I shouldn't be. I was excited to watch a new cop show like Southland because I thought it would be another Adam 12. What I found in that show rattled me a bit. I work homicide, done time in uniform, not much rattles me anymore. The short version of this letter is that I realized I have an issue and I should get help. I know I can rebound and remain the good, ethical cop that I know I am. I'm not sure when or where I start to address my issues, but oddly enough, thanks to you, I realize I must do just that. With the tremendous realism the show portrays, I feel it resonates with law enforcement officers everywhere. You're a brave guy for taking on the role of a gay cop. I'm straight. I'm a straight guy and not a homophobe, but I believe you may have changed the way that some cops out there view their homosexual peers. He goes on, he sends me a patch, and he says if I'm ever in his home state and his city to stop by and visit him. What this letter represents, I mean, you have to understand the culture of the officers and this sort of, as much as you don't want to think about the military, paramilitary, there's a mindset. These people don't look outside for help. So the fact that this person reached out and it affected them, the show that we were making affected them so deeply, meant a tremendous amount to us. Because what we strive to do is just tell the truth. And that plain and simple, that is enough social change on its own, because people interpret it in different ways. Where you draw the line as to what sort of message you're trying to put out there, that's, are you making a documentary or are you making entertainment? That's for you to decide, and the marketplace will either take it or they won't.